Star Citizen, the punchline of excess, dreams, greed, hyperpoly detail, and unfinished games. Today overshadowing even the most notorious gaming disasters like Daikatana or Duke Nukem Forever.
Wait. Wait a second. This is Yamiks. I know his voice. I know the accent. What's up? What's up, Gaiwan? Welcome to the fam. First off, let me just say this. Is he saying that Star Citizen as a title, as a game, in the terms of it being a failure? Okay, he's saying it's a failure, by the way, because that's his go-to, because that's what he does, because that's how he monetizes people. He's the same narrative over and over again. No matter what happens, it's always the same narrative. It's always the same clickety-clack. As he legitimately comparing Star Citizen as a failure to Duke Nukem Forever. Really?
Shame.
Really?
Shame. Shame.
I don't hold anything this dude says seriously anymore. Like I had some amount of like, okay, you know, he's taking time to make content that has some validity to it. But after that, I don't even think I can watch the rest of this. Duke Nukem Forever. Is he saying the Star Citizen is a failure, is overshadowing Duke Nukem Forever? How are you crazy? This is a 40-minute video. Yamiks. This is a 40-minute video, dude, of the same thing that you keep hammering down over and over again. It's like the same thing with new twists. It's the same narrative. He hasn't changed his tune in like for ages. When he first came to Star Citizen, is it because Frontier Development and Elite Dangerous went down the tube like I said that they would? I said that it was all elite and no dangerous. That Elite Dangerous had no danger in it, period. And people were going to leave from it. And I preached it over and over again. And guess what? It died. It died. Then what do we see? We saw people like Yamiks. We saw people like Obsidian Ant come over that only did Elite Dangerous content and then started making Star Citizen content. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right about that? Put in a 1 if you agree that a lot of people that did Elite Dangerous content stopped doing Elite Dangerous content for obvious reasons that I stated over 7 years ago. 7. I said the game was going to fail if they didn't listen to the people who played the game. And we saw all the Elite Dangerous content creators come over in waves. We saw Elite Dangerous commanders coming over in waves after Odyssey. And waves. As if tsunami after tsunami of Elite Dangerous commanders came over. And that meant some of them were content creators. And Obsidian Ant, who I do like. Obsidian Ant, Lord and Savior, saved our channel. Blessed be his name. Obsidian Ant, love you. We'll always love you, bro. Yamiks, when he first started, it seemed like he was getting into the ships. He was getting into the vibe of it. He was feeling it. And then like everything after that was just back to negativity. Same freaking narrative, same thing over and over again. And now we got a 40-minute video of him again trying to get the clickety clacks, trying to monetize people on the same narrative. No change. It just seems like the same thing. I can't do it. This is what we call salad vibes.
Warning, incoming salad vibes.
I gotta call it like I see it. That's how I see it. He might call me a white knight and not understand my background. And I had my moments where like I was very upset with Cloud Imperium and how I might have been the content creator that that Cloud Imperium was the reason why they released financials. I could have been the guy. I could have been the reason. I don't know if I am, but I was the only guy at the time talking about how I wanted to see financials on this side of the pond, how I wanted to see the numbers in America. And I harped on it video after video, and I wanted to see the numbers, and then boom, we got the numbers. Because I wanted to see what was going on in the real life. I wanted to see if the business model could do it. And then they did. They went transparent. They didn't have to. Chris did. He opened it up, showed us what was going on. And, you know, for me, that was a big issue for me. That was a big issue for me. And I was very upset at them. But before the object, before OCS, I was very upset. I was very upset at that particular point in time. So I was not always a white knight. I just happen to be very, very happy with where they're at right now. I think financially as a business, they are at where they need to be. Some of the practices, like them selling armor, I'm not cool with that. But if people have that money and they want to do that, let them do it. They're not victims. They're people that want it. Like that's, you know, these are adult rational concepts. These are what I'm talking about. Isn't fantastical to think about that if people have the money and they're an adult, they'll buy it. You know, there are people that have problems, addictions, and they continually pay and they don't have that discretionary income, and then they find themselves very upset because they realize, holy shit, I just spent everything I have and now I have nothing to eat, but I can fly cool spaceships. Those people are out there, but it's a very small percentage of people. It is like the smallest percentage of people that have issues like this. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm going to give it one more salad vibes, and I got it. Pepe, we got it.
Warning, incoming salad vibes.
I'm not in that mode. People love to hate. People love to hate. And people make money off of that. And Yamiks is one of those people.